What's up, guys and gals? Mirror Mask here. We're gonna do a first test today of my new Scorpion EXO-AT950 helmet build with the GoPro Hero 7 Black with Hyper Smooth on. Got the Hero 4 up here. Face visor's open right now, as you can see. This is the wind noise with the visor open. All right, we're gonna shut it now. Alright, let's see, helmet wise, fit's pretty good. I like the fit. It's really snug at first when you first get it, but that's to be expected. I mean, the pads will thermo mold to your face and everything. Noise level in the helmet's not too bad. It really isn't. It's not that bad at all. I like the flip down visor. I've always been a huge fan of that on helmets. I've had many helmets with flip down visors. Love it. Modular, like I said in my last video when I was showing how I made this helmet and everything, that is one of the banes of wearing glasses. If you wear glasses and you are a motorcyclist, you know the pain of having to always take your helmet off with your in this order. Take your glasses off, take your helmet off, put your glasses on, take your glasses off, put your helmet on, put your glasses back on. It's a pain. So I've always loved modular helmets, but I try to avoid modular helmets if I can, simply because they're just not as safe as a full face. They're safer than a half face or a open face or a half shell or anything like that. They're way safer than that, but it's one of those compromises that you just have to be willing to make if you wear glasses. And what it was is I didn't have the money for the Schuberth Adventure. I mean, that helmet's almost $1,000. That's insane. So I was like, well, for my adventure helmet, I'm gonna have to get a full face. And so I did. I got a very popular one, the FX39DS. I loved it. Very awesome helmet for a very good price, very budget-minded price. Beautiful helmet, beautifully made and everything. I mean, you can't ask for a better helmet at that price range. But it's not modular, and I wear glasses, so I was about to try to go through there, but I don't know whose property that is. But yeah, so the only other option modular wise was that Schuberth, until I came across the Scorpion EXO-AT950, and I was like, oh man, I don't have the money at the moment to buy that, but I'm fine with what I got. I'm fine with my FX39. And then it just kept eating at me. The more I put my helmet on, take glasses off, put them on, take glasses off, put them on, so I decided to bite the bullet and go for it, bite it. I wanted it in all white because my color scheme, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I like to match to some degree so I don't look like camouflage on the road, if that makes sense, where everything's all one solid color. So my adventure suit is black and high vis, my gloves are black and white, my boots are black and white, my helmet's black and white. That way it kind of breaks me up a little bit, makes me a little bit more visible on the area that moves. My hands, my head, my feet, they're all white. Which I didn't want them to be high vis because then I would look like too matched up. So the next best visible color to a high vis color is white. So that's why I went with white. Yeah, but back to the helmet. I'm hoping the audio is going to sound great. Like I said, this is the very first ride with this helmet. I can already tell this helmet is a lot quieter than the AFX39. But that may simply be because I got my Bluetooth speakers in there, and they're not exactly pressed against my ear, but they're kind of insulating my ear just a little bit. So that could actually be what's making it sound a little quieter. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just going to ride for a minute, probably ride up here and turn around. I'm just really trying to go through, some windy areas where I know it breaks out, there's wind. Like there's trees all along us beside us right here and everything, but up here where the fields kind of break in, there's usually gusts of wind. Excuse me. So I'm gonna ride up here and see if there's any gusts of wind, because I'm trying to catch some side wind from the side to see what the wind's gonna sound like in the helmet. Here we go. A little bit, not much of a gust, but there's a little bit there. I can feel it kind of blowing me. I'm really sorry. I know the Hero 4 camera is a little shaky because it has no image stabilization. I plan on eventually mounting it to my handlebars, but for the time being, you know, I've got it where it is, which is up on the front cowling. Alright, I'm gonna turn around up here at the school. Let's see, wind drag turning your head sideways is not that bad. The peak, yeah, the peak, I don't really feel any backwards drag on the peak. The peak's actually, it seems to be designed pretty well. It's not movable. Like, it's stationary. There's no adjustment that you can do the peak forward or backwards, which I didn't see that in any other review videos now that I think about it. That's something I kind of found out once I had it, and I was like, oh, well, what was he flashing me for? Maybe there's a cop up there. So anyway, yeah, I discovered that later, but that's not a big deal, because it actually, where it's at in its stationary position, there's not very much wind drag. Now, you know, I'm doing 50, 55 miles an hour, so it's not like I'm doing 80. This bike won't even do 80, so I'm kind of good on that. A little engine braking here. This helmet comes in 3 helmet sizes, instead of how a lot of companies will do, where they have one helmet size and then you just get different size paddings. This one has 3 shell sizes, and the shell size I have right now, checking my camera, the shell size I have right now is the shell size that comes for a large, and I got to say, it fits my head very, very well. I like the shape of it. It's got more of a I guess I can turn sideways, you guys can see. It's got more aerodynamic design to it than a standard dual sport helmet, but at the same time you're sacrificing vents. You know what I'm saying? You're sacrificing the ability to have vents. I have one vent up front, I have one vent up here on the top, and then I have one set of exhaust vents on the back. Whereas my AFX39, I think, had like 15 or 17 overall vents. Way more airflow. But that being said, I don't really feel like stuffy in this helmet. When I open the top vent, I definitely can feel air in a big way. So I don't know, maybe we'll see. Now that's just at speed, you know. On slow technical stuff, I don't know, there might be a couple times you might have to lift the visor up or lift the whole damn face up to get some air, because I don't know if that's gonna be enough vents. But like I said, it's a compromise, you know. Do you want to take your glasses on and off and risk breaking them out on the trail somewhere? Or do you want a modular helmet? You're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit, but you know, that's the name of the game, figuring out what works for you. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to creep on through this ditch here and not die. But if you have any questions, leave them below. Oh my God, that's mushy. If you have any questions, leave them below. Any comments, any tips, advice, or anything like that on doing some mods to the XT225 that I haven't already done, you guys let me know. Make sure to comment and subscribe, please. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Mirror Mask out.